overcome. That is one. Second thing is, you look at newspaper versus Google. What's the difference? See, both of them they provide information, right? Newspaper भी आपको information provide करेगा, Google भी आपको information provide करेगा. Then what is the difference there? Think. Just say think. Don't say. Think for 30 seconds. And now when we form a new team, similar challenge will happen that people don't get together very easily. In spite of having all the necessary things in place. Why? Now understand this. This is very crucial. Change happens at two levels. One is in reality and the other in the perception. देखिए पंक्चुअलिटी को अपन ओवरकम करने के लिए we will have the systems of punching और साइन करने का है, deductions and everything. That is hardware of change. But what about the software of change? The hardware of change is the reality, but the software of change is the perception. People who have this challenge of punctuality have not updated their software. उनकी जो रियलिटी में हार्डवेयर में हम इतने सारे चेंजेस कर रहे हैं, फिर भी उनके पास वो चेंज नहीं आ रहा, वो आउटकम नहीं आ रहा. देखिए जब भी मेहनत होती या तो ये रियलिटी पे हो रही या ये हार्डवेयर पे हो रही या तो फिर सॉफ्टवेयर पे हो रही, मतलब इमोशनली उनको इंस्पायर करना है या किसी और तरीके से, ये दोनों में से कॉम्बिनेशन में जब होंगी तो इंशाल्लाह चेंज आएंगे. लेकिन न्यूज़पेपर और गूगल में जो मेन डिफरेंस था वो ये है कि न्यूज़पेपर लुक एट गाइस होता. अभी थोड़े बच्चों के रहते हैं, somebody who is not very serious about life, he got married and his son was born, his daughter was born. Suddenly he realized that now I have to be very cautious about my actions. That aha moment is the perception. Now if we have to have a change that is sustainable, दोनों तरफ हमें दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा. एक तो रियलिटी में भी चेंज करते रहना पड़ेगा और ये परसेप्शन में भी चेंज करना. अगर ये दोनों चीजों में अगर एक साथ एफर्ट्स नहीं आए तो फिर प्रॉब्लम, फिर change will not be sustainable. That is why when we mean change, we have to change twice, not just once. Again, if we understand the laws of change, then only we can command the forces of change. And now look at the second condition. Bird है, it flies, right? Now it flies into the wind. Whenever the wind is against the bird, what does it feel? क्या मुश्किल होती है, मतलब हवा आ रही इधर से, मेरे को उड़ने मुश्किल हो रही. ये जो तकलीफ है उसकी, अनकंफर्टेबल जो हो गई है जो बर्ड, this is exactly what happens with us as well when we face change. But look at this way. अभी उसके दिमाग में ये आता कि ये हवा नहीं रही तो कितना अच्छा लग रहा हो. But is it possible to fly if there is no air? That means change की जो nature है ना वो कैसा है? For every good idea there has to be the foundation of a bad idea. One, we have understood that change has to happen twice, and for that change you need ideas, right? But the ideas will necessarily have to be bad in first stage. क्योंकि just like this bird, once you remove the air, you will not be able to fly. The bird cannot fly. That there is a necessary condition that there has to be a bad idea so as to sustain or to get a new idea, and that is a good idea. And believe me, okay. अब जब ये आइडियाज आते देखिए चेंज के वास्ते, तो अक्सर अपना एटीट्यूड कैसा रखोगे, तो हाँ सही बोल रहे, लेकिन कोई भी नया शुरू करने से पहले कैसा रहता, हाँ सही बोल रहे लेकिन, यस बट। देखिए ये जो लोग, ये जो नाम दिखा ना, ये कंपनीज के हैं, ह्यूलेट पैकर्ड, रोल्स रॉयस, दो नाम है, दे आर टू डिफरेंट इंडिविजुअल्स। Why? Because one was thinking on reality perspective, that is judgment mode, होता नहीं होता, and one was more on imagination mode, perception, changing the perception. Both are necessary but not at the same time. Change के लिए जब आप एक meetings, why are our meetings that we have for change are not very productive? Because once you start a new idea, see, believe me, you please make a point of it. When an idea is born, it is a new idea. It's not a good idea. When an idea is born, somebody comes and says to you, आप लोग HM से responsible people हैं आप लोग, आगे आपके staff members आगे बोलते हैं, how about doing this बोले तो, the first reaction that most of us have is yes but. How सही बोल रहे लेकिन, now when this keeps coming, the change will not be sustainable. We have to understand the change will happen twice, and for change to happen we need ideas, and probably not good ideas at first instance. ये जो दो लोगों का नाम है ना, ये they were working on two different aspects. ह्यूलेट पैकर्ड दो लोग हैं, रोल्स रॉयस दो लोग हैं. Even Einstein, अबे जीनियस समझते वैसा, he was offered to become president of Israel, and he refused in 1948. He refused to become the president. The reason was very simple. He was on the side of imagination mode, not on judgment mode. He cannot make judgments. He cannot decide नहीं कर सकते थे. Decision making power was not there with Einstein. He was more on imagination mode. That is to say, we have to understand, we have to categorize our people in these two things. One, people who are good at changing reality, hardware change में बहुत अच्छे रहते, execution body. Some people are good at legislation, thinking body. Now, इसमें जिम्मेदारी ये है, एक बार जो सोच समझ के इमेजिनेशन मोड से हर चीज को सामने रख के they initiated a change. Now the body of execution should simply do it. Say, imagine ना, if पार्लियामेंट में एक लॉ जब पास हुआ तो क्या होता? फुल डिस्कशंस होते. लेकिन एक बार पास होने के बाद IAS ऑफिसर्स का क्या जिम्मेदारी रहेगी? Will they question it now? Should they question it? Now this happens. जब ऊपर जो बैठे हुए हैं, let them decide and we will execute as fast as possible. And if there is a failure, they will know it. This way, even if the laws that are made are faulty, okay, and then you execute and you see the consequences of them, the faster you realize the failure, the better it is for us, isn't it? अगर वो ट्रैक करते हुए नहीं होता, ये होता, GST कितने बन रहे 18%. Sometimes we have to push the change. Do not think overthink. I am not clear about that. Even the taxation faculty, they still CS का दिमाग फटवा रहा उनका. How is that we are going to tackle GST? Once the change, this is how change happens. Change happens twice. Now it is a what? It is a norm now. अब आप कोई भी रेस्टोरेंट में जाओ, आपको 18% में देखिए, आप अगली बार 2000 रुपये का खाए तो 2500 रुपये देना पड़ा. Change, we have to understand that. Decide the decision maker. Right? But one thing you have to make sure that it should not happen, both should not happen at the same time. Now then, we need ideas to change. if we allow somebody to keep on thinking on imagination mode, the change is the best way to get to the best idea is to have many ideas. Let the legislation part of our organization develop multiple options. Force our brain to come up with multiple alternatives. Else, there is no other way to get that best idea. देखिए एक बैड आइडिया जो ना, जैसा यहाँ पर मैं बोला, उसका बिलीफ सिस्टम एकदम चेंज होता है। सहाबा के मामले में देखिए कैसा होगा। अगर 13 इयर्स की बात कर रहे हैं अपन, जब मक्की की जिंदगी थी, कितने अहकाम आए उसके अंदर? बहुत कम अहकाम। He was working on perception. जब मदीने में आए, ये जो हमारा जो सूद हराम हुआ या जो भी अहकाम आते गए बाद में, that was not reality, that was hardware. But the iman was perception. Once it was changed, और वो चेंज कैसा होगा? एकदम चेंज होता हो। हज़रत उमर कैसे जाएगा? Somebody has to work, but it will happen. Once this happens, then this will be taken care of, and both are necessary. और देखिए जो आइडिया है, देखिए this is the steady point. एक आदमी का दिमाग चलते रहता, नॉर्मल चलता। This is good old तरीके से चलते। But something happens here that is new. Every idea that is born, it's a new idea. Need not be good new idea. ये जो प्रोग्रेशन है अपने को, just but say yes and NASA, you will be happy to know that NASA को जब मार्स पे लैंड करना था, तो there were many proposals. कैसा लैंड होना? अब एक रॉकेट कैसा लैंड होता, एक स्पेस शटल कैसा लैंड होता, तो जो जिसको लोग लैंड कराना चाह रहे थे, उसके बारे में क्या कैसा करेंगे? तो they thought that can we go with what if it lands like this, like a balloon on the surface? That way the landing will be very soft. Then they had this airbag था, ऐसा रखने के उन्हें खुल गया। Now this was a very crazy idea. Every idea, as I said, वो good old से ऊपर तक जाता, तो newness did not be new good idea. Now once we understand this, then change will happen. Now after we have understood a little bit what change is, let's initiate the change and let's work on the software of it. We have been said that it is our responsibility, we are responsible individuals, we have to lead this organization. Look at this way as well. Responsibility का मतलब ये है कि हमारी जिम्मेदारी, और अपॉर्चुनिटी का मतलब ये है कि ये एक मौका है मेरे लिए। आप 2 दिन लीजिए अपनी जिंदगी में, एक दिन को मेरी जिम्मेदारी है बोल के शुरू करिए, और एक दिन को मेरा मौका है बोल के शुरू करिए। किसमें आप परफॉर्म अच्छा करेंगे? Why? As I said, we will understand the change in individual perception. क्योंकि इंसान की ज़हनियत जो है देने की है, देने की नहीं। अब क्या समझ रहे? रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जब अपन वर्ड्स यूज कर रहे हैं, we basically are saying that we are giving to somebody. I am giving something to the organization. When we think there is an opportunity, it is we are receiving it. This is a change. और ये बात ना I can understand. थोड़े दिनों अभी वो चीज़ बात ज़हन में सही खुलेगी नहीं, लेकिन जब खुलेगी ना तो वो परसेप्शन देगा पुक बोल के वाव मूवमेंट रहेगा, वैसा नहीं करो। एक दिन को 2 दिन को आपके बच्चों को, जब अपन अपने बच्चों को देखते हैं look at them as a responsibility and look at them as an opportunity. अब दोनों में फर्क देखिए कैसा है. अपने खुद के बच्चे बोलो, बायोलॉजिकल चाइल्ड, रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बोले तो मैं कर रहा हूँ, अपॉर्चुनिटी बोले तो मेरे को मिल रहा मौका करने का. दिस चेंज, देखिए फिर से वही बात करूँगा, मेरे माइंड सेट टू एन अपॉर्चुनिटी माइंड सेट. How our actions will, how the reality will start changing once that perception is changed. Hopefully, you are getting the point, right? Just give me some. Yes. Thank you so much. Response आते हैं तो अच्छा लगेगा. Now look at this as well. Caring, very simple concept. Very simple concept. I care about it. Probably two things. There has to be a shift. Husband और wife में अगर नहीं बहुत ज़्यादा मोहब्बत रहना बाकी है ना, तो probably they should consider saying I trust you, I care about you more than saying I love you. I trust you और I care you बोलने थोड़ा ज्यादा कर देना, I love you थोड़ा कम बोलना. That will create a change in the perception. And what is caring? What is true caring? First thing is you think about it. Think about somebody. Look at our child. We think on behalf of him. उनके तरफ से आप सोचते, that's caring. When you speak on behalf of somebody, that is caring. And when you act, we are coming over here. See, we all have children. On behalf of them, we are working, right? Is it? On behalf of them, we are working, right? That is true caring. And when we talk about employees, ना अपने जो staff members हैं, are you truly working for them, caring for them? And if that is not happening, then the change will be difficult. True caring, very simple. तीन चीजें करना है, उनके बारे में सोचना है, उनके तरफ से सोचना है, उनकी तरफ से बोलना है, और उनकी तरफ से करना है. Act on behalf of them. Resistance to change कब होता? आप हमारी तकलीफ नहीं सुन रहे होते शुरू होता है. You initiate any policy in the organization. Resistance एक होता. Probably the legislation part, जो बना के भेजने वाले हैं, execute करने से पहले legislation जो बना है, if they truly care about somebody, मतलब they think about them, think on behalf of them, then they speak on behalf of them. नहीं हो जाएगा. देखिए असल बात क्या होती है, चेंज में होता ही है, it is very difficult to separate ourselves from others. It is very difficult to separate ourselves from others. मेरे वास्ते जो रूल्स में लगा लिया या लगा ली, सामने वाले का वास्ते भी वैसे से समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. And then we start initiating a change that will be met with resistance. Probably, if we had this true caring, think on behalf of them, speak on behalf of them, and act on behalf of them, probably the change that we are thinking of bringing, they themselves will come up with it. तो पहली चीज आप लोगों को responsibility versus opportunity थी. You begin a day, you experiment it. एक बार आप अपॉर्चुनिटी से शुरू करके देखिए, एक बार रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी देखिए, आपके अमान में कैसा फर्क आ रहा है. That is change. And when you start caring, देखिए ये जो था ना पहले वाला, ये अपना ये मेरे लेवल पे था. ये caring है, it is about others. When you think about somebody, when you speak on behalf of someone and act on behalf of someone, then their mindset will change to opportunity as well. ये कॉन्सेप्ट मेरे को ऐसा समझ में आया. हमारे पास क्या है, 6 बजे स्टाफ चले जाते, और मीनियल स्टाफ भी सब स्टाफ चले जाते. कभी कभी जिसको काम रहता हूँ वो ही विल स्टे बैक। तो एक बार मैं भी रुक गया था हमारे कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस में। तो वहाँ पे चांद साहब है हमारे सिक्योरिटी गार्ड है, उनका काम ये है, या आयमा का काम ये है कि कभी किसी को पानी की जरूरत है उन्होंने ला के देने का है। तो 6 बजे 6:30 हो गए, मगरिब का वक्त करीब हो गया था। तो उन्होंने ऐसा राउंड्स के वास्ते आए, लॉक करते हुए आके अब जब बॉटल में रहा पानी उन्होंने देते अक्सर खाली था। तो मैं क्या करा, उतनी दूर से बुलाया उन्होंने, अच्छा बैठ के जगह पे देखिए क्या करते हो बड़े में आओ, बुला के और पानी लेके आइए बोला। इट वॉज वेरी रूड बट आई वॉज गोइंग इट पर्पजली, और पानी लेके आइए। तो हाँ बिल्कुल साहब बिल्कुल ना लीजिए। इट वॉज 6:30, बिलीव मी responsibility ends at 6. He is not my servant, he is a servant of MS. I called him, पानी लाइए, तो जल्दी ना बिल्कुल साहब बिल्कुल। अरे चुप बोल रहा था, मजाक कर रहा था, आप ऐसा सही नहीं शर्मिंदा कर रहे थे, आप महिमादार तो ठहरी हो। अरे खिदमत का मौका दीजिए साहब। That is the change perception. It's about the mauka, it's about the opportunity. This, if we develop in ourselves and then care about others, the others will also have this change. Anything. देखिए एक होता thinking about others, इसमें ये नहीं है कि किसी को comfort zone से निकालना नहीं है. Don't take it that way. यार उनको ज़्यादा तकलीफ होगी, no. Think about others, think on behalf of others, but thinking of their development as well. अब मैं एक चीज़, अगर मैं 7th क्लास से 8th क्लास अगर एक टीचर को डालने की सोच रहा हूँ, तो what am I thinking? Am I thinking that this will help her become expert in her subject, or I am thinking of just managing one more class? हमारे दिमाग में अगर ऐसा है कि अगर इनको एक्सपर्ट बनाना सोच रहे अपन, फिर उसके बाद अगर अपन काम दे दे, they will accept it with less resistance than pushing them. Truly caring means, when we talk about our staff, caring for their development. Let's look at another aspect of change. We do so many things, but still there are many things that we don't end up doing well. Change nahi aata system. Now how bad it is, just imagine we run our organizations, multiple schools, but our students are unable to read properly, write properly, even in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade. देख के क्वेश्चन पेपर नहीं पढ़ सकता बच्चा। इंटरमीडिएट में जब बच्चे आते हैं, हमारे शायदा मैडम से पूछिए, हमारे जो जूनियर कॉलेज का जो स्टाफ है, इवन तो दे आर कमिंग फ्रॉम डिफरेंट स्कूल्स, थोड़े एमएस से भी बहुत सारे बच्चे आते, वो बच्चे उन लोगों को निकालना पड़ता, बात अगर 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन 5 लाइन उन लोगों को लिख के याद करना पड़ा। क्या एज पे 16 इयर्स ऑफ एज, बच्चा 3 साल से स्कूल में है, 13 साल उसके जाया हो गए, लिखने में नहीं आ रहा उसको। Why? हमारे टीचर बोल रहे हैं I am super busy, but the change is not happening. How come? Very difficult, no? If we are working for 8 hours, then there has to be a change. Change is not happening because ये Pareto rule बोलते हैं, क्या मतलब है? Whatever activity that we are doing, the 20% of that activity actually create 80% of the results. बिजी वर्सेस प्रोडक्टिव, सुनेंगे आप लोग। एक तो बिजी रहना है और एक प्रोडक्टिव रहना है। प्रोडक्टिव बोले तो जो चेंज चाह रहे, जो आउटकम चाह रहे, जो रिजल्ट चाह रहे, वो आ जाना, दैट इज प्रोडक्टिव। बिजी बोले तो काम करना, पूरा एफर्ट डालना, 8 घंटे काम करना, एक के बाद वेरी डिफिकल्ट ना। एक हमारे टीचर है, उसको 9 क्लासेस पर डे दिया जा रहा, 9 क्लासेस, और फिर बोला जा रहा कि बच्चों का परफॉर्मेंस इंक्रीज नहीं हो रहा। ऑब्वियस बोलेंगे ना, 9 क्लासेस सोचने का मौका ही नहीं होता। By the time she thinks, she start thinking how to improve my process, she is already tired. Over bombardment of our syllabus. देखिए एक होता गवर्नमेंट को ब्लेम करना कि मेरे को ये पोर्शन सिलेबस कंप्लीट करना है, गवर्नमेंट दी मेरे को कंप्लीट करना है, तो ये अंडा और मुर्गी की बात हो गई। गवर्नमेंट वाले बोलते उधर डाल दिए, गवर्नमेंट वाले इधर डाल दिए, सिलेबस कंप्लीट करना है बोल के मैं घसा रही एकदम, फिर बच्चे फेल हो जा रहे, बच्चे ऊपर नहीं आ रहा। आई हैव टू रश थ्रू एक कॉन्सेप्ट, फोटोसिंथेसिस कॉन्सेप्ट ऑन एन एवरेज 50% बच्चों को नहीं मालूम उनकी क्लास में, ऑन एन एवरेज अक्रॉस द कंट्री। What I'm saying is, if the government is not changing, let's not accept the proposal of syllabus. We will go with this. This is change in the perception, because ultimately हम जो चाह रहे हैं वो अचीव नहीं हो रहा। You can see it. इतने इंजीनियर्स बना रहे, इतने डॉक्टर्स बना रहे, इंजीनियर साइट के ऊपर जाके सीख रहा का देखा, because their teachers and their principal thought पूरे पास हो गए हैं, he has the degree. Their principals and their teachers thought our responsibility, again the responsibility was there to complete the syllabus, not the opportunity to create a life. %20 काम 80% result generate करते in every profession. What is the most important thing? Probably not at this point of time. अगर ये कॉन्सेप्ट बच्चे को, अगर 50% कॉन्सेप्ट भी आ गया और 50 मार्क्स भी अगर बच्चे को आ रहे हैं 100 में से, and then he becomes a research analyst or research consultant or somebody who contributes to the society in scientific paper या कहीं और जगह में भी, mathematician, see now why is that इतना rigorous रहने के बावजूद how many Nobel prizes we are having? That's a change we have to initiate. Probably that is because 80% ये जो 80% जो काम कर रहे हैं ना अपने टीचर्स, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? लीन टीचर बोलते हैं कॉन्सेप्ट, लीन टीचर। You list down the activities of the teacher and you ask 3 questions. One, which is providing the value to our customer, that is our student or parents, and which is generating business to ourselves. This is one question, and then categorize. हाँ 10 एक्टिविटी कर रही, इसमें से ये 3 ही चाहिए। अब एग्जाम्पल मैं बोलता हूँ, एग्जाम्पल ऐसा है कि अगर अपने टीचर जब क्लास ले रही और कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर कर रही, शी इज बेसिकली क्रिएटिंग अ बॉन्डेज विद द स्टूडेंट, राइट? बॉन्डेज क्रिएट कर, अच्छी चीज बात है। एंड जब पेरेंट्स से भी बात कर रहे हैं तो पेरेंट्स से भी वो बॉन्ड क्रिएट कर रहे हैं कि दैट शी इज थिंकिंग ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ योर चाइल्ड बोल के पेरेंट भी बॉन्ड। नाउ लुक एट दिस, द सेम टीचर इज कॉलिंग फॉर फीस एज वेल। Now the image that was created by the first activity of teaching is being destroyed by the last activity. Of course बात है ना, हर पेरेंट को, किसी को भी, अपने को भी बिल पे करने जब यहाँ पे आ जाते ना, सबको फितरत है, देने की फितरत नहीं है इंसान की। तो देने की बात है, why is that we are having teachers canvassing for our organization? Of course that is जब समय टीचर की इज्जत नहीं है, टीचर की इज्जत कहीं कम हो रही बोले तो अपने policies probably our policies are wrong. The change is not happening. We are too focused on the other 80% that will not bring any change. And let's imagine this way, the communication skills of all this class, all the students are on par. बहुत हाईफाई नहीं होगा, मतलब टेड टॉक में जाके, व्हाइट हाउस में जाके स्पीच नहीं दे सकते, यूएन में जाके स्पीच नहीं दे सकते, लेकिन कोई बात करा तो बात कर सकते। ये लेवल पे मेरे को बच्चों को लेके आना है, पूरे बच्चों को। अगर मैं ऐसा सोच लिया एज ए इंग्लिश टीचर, मैं वो सोच के अगर चल रहा हूँ I don't care about what is the syllabus, because ultimately I want to develop that skill in that student. Even if he is getting 60%, I have seen many students in my life as well who are not very sharp in academics, but they are very good at other skills. They are very good at other skills. Please list down those 20 activities. List down only those activities, 20% of activities that will create 80% of the impact, and just focus on them and evaluate your teachers on those parameters only. Attendance लेना भी एक activity है. Is it contributing anything to the development of the child? Coming to the school, who is basically coming for education, but it is a hygiene factors. तीन चीजें हैं. One is very necessary, that is creating value. Second is hygiene factors, and third one is destroying factors, destroying activities. List down these activities, then the change will happen. See, देखिए ना, अगर मेरे को हफ्ते में 4 दिन मैं 8 क्लासेस ले रही हूँ और 2 दिन या 1 दिन मैं 6 या 5 क्लास ले रही हूँ, then I have the time to think about how to improve my performance, how to give individual attention. अब जब अपन एक्टिविटीज का लिस्ट आउट कर ली, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप है काइजन बोल के एक जापानीज टेक्निक. उसका मतलब क्या है? चेंज को ऐसा इनिशिएट करना अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो ये है कि स्टार्ट विद 1 मिनट हैबिट. ठीक है, ऐसा हो रहा नहीं. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू ऑन एन एवरेज हैव देयर ब्रेकफास्ट एट लेट्स से 7:38? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स. 7:38 या उससे पहले भी मुंबई वाले, महाराष्ट्र वाले पहले करते हो 6 बजे. लंच कब करते हैं आप लोग? 1:30, 2 o'clock. एवरीबॉडी, मोस्ट ऑफ अस. डिनर कब करते हैं? 8 o'clock, 8, 9, 10. इसके बाद ना दोपहर का जो लंच है देखिए, उसकी टाइमिंग 1 बजे के होती है. वो आदत है बोल के खा रहे हैं, भूख लग रही बोल के खा रहे हैं. वो आदत है बोल के खा रहे हैं या भूख लग रही बोल के खा रहे हैं? Most of the time, the smile on your face will itself answer that. Most of the time we are eating because it's a habit. असल होना ही चाहिए तो भूख लगी जब खाना खाना, लेकिन वो हैबिट है, आदत है. दैट इज द पावर ऑफ हैबिट्स. ऐसा हो रहा आप लोगों की क्लासों में, स्कूल्स में जो टॉप 5 स्टूडेंट्स है हर क्लास के और बॉटम 5 स्टूडेंट्स है हर क्लास के, वो रिपीटेड हो रहे. अगर जो टॉप 5 स्टूडेंट्स है तो फर्स्ट से 5 रैंक जो आता है बच्चों हर क्लास में, वही बच्चों को यूनिट टेस्ट में, हाफ ईयरली में, क्वार्टरली में, फिर FA1, FA2 सब में उन लोगों को चला ये टॉप 5 में फिर रहा है. और जो बॉटम 5 है ना, बॉटम 5 में से रह गए. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हैपेंस. इट्स व्हाई इट्स हैपनिंग. हैबिट्स. इट इज अबाउट हैबिट्स. जिसको टॉप 5 एंड बिलीव मी दैट इज द बिगेस्ट ड्रॉबैक ऑफ एनी एजुकेशन सिस्टम. If somebody is getting a top 5 में से अगर नीचे से ऊपर नहीं आ रहे, then there has to be a change in the system. There has to be a change in the system. नहीं, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा टॉप 1 को चेंज होना है, टॉप 2 को चेंज, टॉप 3 को नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, टॉप 5. मैं तो बोल रहा टॉप 10 में भी चेंज नहीं होगा. वही बच्चे आते रहते, वही बच्चे आते रहते, वही बच्चे आते रहते. That has to be changed. ये जो एजुकेशन सिस्टम का अभी हम लोग टीचर्स डे पे बात कर रहे थे, ये जो है, how is that a teacher should know that she is a success or not? This meeting will ask her, how is that a principal should know that he is a success or not? तो कैसा है बोले तो वो ऐसा है, if at least 33%, मतलब 3 बच्चों में से एक बच्चा, 33% of our students come and say to us that madam, I want to be like you. That is a success. Students coming to us and saying that madam, future में मेरे को आपके साथ प्रिंसिपल बनना है. Teachers भी will work. If we, this will happen when? Just imagine this way, right? US में, US की जब policies बनती, तो US की policies में a good portion, good consideration is given to Indians. Why? Good consideration is given to Indians. Why? Because 28% of lecturers and teachers in US schools and colleges are Indians. Change is one thing. अरे teachers अपने इंडिया में अगर 25% Muslims रहे ना, the policies will be based on Muslims. चेंज इनिशिएट करने के लिए यूज काइजन 1 मिनट है. यू स्टार्ट विद 1 मिनट. अब आप एक्सरसाइज करना है, एनी हैबिट फॉर दैट, बुक्स रीड करना है, न्यूज़पेपर रीड करना है, स्टार्ट विद 1 मिनट. और जिसको आप इनिशिएट कराना चाह रहे हैं उसको भी खाली 1 मिनट करना है. बोलिए दैट्स हाउ द मेजर द माइनर्स, वेरी स्मॉल चेंजेस, वेरी स्मॉल चेंजेस. 1 मिनट करना मुश्किल है. एक बात सी अपन क्या समझ रहा हूँ, सिस्टम पूरा एकदम ऐसा चेंज कर देंगे, आदमी को पूरा चेंज कर देंगे. वो कैसा सोचते हैं कि उसमें जो है 2-3 चीज़ें इस्तेमाल करते हैं, फिर नहीं हुआ तो विजा आ जाते छोड़ देते हैं. बट इट इज नॉट दैट वे. चेंज डज नॉट वर्क लाइक दैट. देखिए सिस्टम के अंदर इंटरफियर होना पड़ेगा. आदमी के ह्यूमन सिस्टम में 1 मिनट हैबिट उसके अंदर आ जाना. व्हाट्सएप की बोलते भी बोले आदत हो जाना. फेसबुक की बोल के आदत हो जाना. बोले कोई भी सिखाया मुझे, फिर ऐसा हो रही आदत इन लोगों. 60% of the time is spent on Facebook and WhatsApp and all. Why is that so? क्योंकि ये कंपनीज क्या कर रहे हैं? They are working with the psychology of human being. Probably education system is not working with the psychology of human being. And because we have tremendous pressure from our higher ups to complete the syllabus and to get the ranks, goddamn ranks, we are destroying lives. And we learn from other companies as well. How is that they are forming these habits? They started this Kaizen 1 minute. जापानीज टेक्निक है. हम लोग को चेंज होना बोले तो ना क्या करते, खाली 1 मिनट से शुरू करते हो. 1 मिनट करना रोज, 1 मिनट पढ़ना रोज. एक मैथमेटिक्स का एग्जाम्पल हो. मैथमेटिक्स का प्रॉब्लम है, मेरे बच्चा है, उसको फटाफट मैं समझाया, उसको समझ में आएगा तो सॉल्व कर. एक बच्चा है उसको नहीं आ रहा समझ. We will ask this question. Please write this question. What is the least that we should ask that will be met with least resistance? मतलब मैं क्या बोलना बच्चे को जिसकी वजह से least चीज क्या पूछना नहीं, जिससे उन्हें रिलेक्टेड नहीं होना. क्या कुछ भी नहीं. उसको बोलो 5 दिन बेटा खाली क्वेश्चन पढ़ो, खाली क्वेश्चन पढ़ते जाओ, डोंट वरी अबाउट द आंसर. If x to the 3 to the power of x equal to 9, then what is x बोल के अगर है और बच्चे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा फॉर्मूला, just keep on asking him to read the question 5 days. 6th day उड़े कब तक पढ़ूं ये क्वेश्चन, अब तो आंसर आना जाना है. He will say, get into the system of the students. 1 minute habit. Reading question is it difficult? Then we have this kind of thinking. Teachers पर कब आना है सोच, जब उसके पास टाइम है ना. प्लीज भी अगले बार सुने थे गुड आइडिया बैड आइडिया change in the perception, change in the reality. How it is going to happen? And it is time. हमारे पास why Einstein refused the president of Israel, presidency of Israel? Because he knew that he needs time to think, imagine करने के वास्ते. लेकिन decision जो जब लेना पड़ता, give space to our teachers. And the last concept. Hey, is it difficult that I am bombarding you with different concepts? Huh? Very simple, right? Huh? Can be implemented, right? 1 minute happen, inshallah. Huh? Not big change. We are looking at very small changes. Small changes are multiple levels, and then it will lead to big change. One is appreciative inquiry. What does this mean? And I will complete within 2 minutes, inshallah. What does this mean? देखिए, जब किसी के अंदर भी अगर आप चेंज लाना चाहे, उसके बिहेवियर में, उसके स्किल सेट में, किसी में भी लाना चाहे, do not initiate the talk with the challenges or the problems, the issues. नहीं, आपका प्रॉब्लम क्या है मालूम, मैं बोलती हूँ देखो, और जितना दिल खोल के बोलते हो ना, अच्छा बोल रहे ना प्रॉब्लम, हाँ मैं सुनती हूँ बोलिए. कोई बोलेगा ऐसा? आपके अंदर क्या है, आपका प्रॉब्लम क्या है, मैं बोलता हूँ देखो, ऐसा अपन अगर एक टीचर को बोल रहे हैं, तो टीचर अगर बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, आप बोलते खुशी होती है. And he himself, देखिए, जब when we start a talk with a problem or an issue or a challenge, it's a downward spiral. मतलब वो रुकता ही नहीं, वो जाते रहेगा. And she feels very depressed. अपने को क्या करना है, जब अपन टीचर से इनिशिएट करना चाह रहे चेंज, उनको ये बोलना है कि what was the best thing about you? What is the best thing about you? I would like to understand that. Start. Let her feel best about herself first. उनके जिंदगी में जो भी 20 साल 25 साल हुए, तो वो जिंदगी में कौन सा बेस्ट इवेंट था उनकी जिंदगी में जिसमें वो लोग हाई परफॉर्मेंस कर रहे थे. Just help her relive that experience again. Second step, then ask her what is the best thing about MS if I have to deal with MS. कल रात में मेरे को फोन आ गया कि जो है these are the issues we are having. I asked him only one thing, what is the best thing about MS? Suddenly the perception will change in MS. Best in environment. This is the opportunity for HMs. And then ask her, what if ये जो best moments इनके life में थे, जो performance आया और जो organization में best performance हुआ, best events हुए, this become everyday affair. हर दिन होने वाली चीज हो गई तो इसके वजह से हमारे हजरत जो है यहाँ पे अब्दुल खान साहब रहमतुल्लाह अलैह बात होते थे कि अपनी जिंदगी को जो है हर दिन को ऐसा जियो जैसे कि रमजान है. वो तुम्हारी मौत का दिन को अल्लाह ने ईद का दिन बोल देते हो. हर दिन को ऐसा जियो जैसा कि रमजान है, अल्लाह ने आपको मौत के दिन को आपकी ईद का दिन कर देते. Now, this best performance in hustle and best performance in the organization, this becomes a norm, everyday affair. How about that future? You are changing the perception now, not the reality. And then, वो future को देख के you design the behaviors that are required to achieve that future. And once you have it, उसको बोलेंगे एक बुक, उसकी एक छोटी बुक, अगर हर एक टीचर के पास एक बुक रहेगी, एक जर्नल छोटी बुक अगर मेंटेन करते, जिसमें उन्होंने लिख लिया what is the best about herself, what is the best about the organization, and what helped, what behaviors was responsible for making her this effort, best performance आने का सिर्फ behavior क्या थे वो उन्होंने लिस्ट आउट कर लिए. और उसके बाद फिर हम बोले एक इमेजिन करें फ्यूचर, उनको हेल्प करें इमेजिन करने के लिए फ्यूचर. फिर उसके बाद बोले what if this behavior is repeated every day, how will be the future बोल के बोले, फिर behaviors लिख लिए. This becomes expected behaviors. At the end of each month or week or whenever you meet, you just ask, you refer. उनको खुद बताने का है कि क्या expected behavior थे, ये behaviors थे. Actual behaviors क्या है? Actual behaviors ये है. अरे probably I missed upon it. She will realize herself. I will realize herself, myself. Is it okay? This is not a very big thing. Appreciative inquiry. इंशाल्लाह और थोड़ी इसके ऊपर बात होगी later on the day. लेकिन basic change ये ज़हन में अपने आना है कि change will happen at a very small levels. We don't have to have very big changes. We will break the other individuals. ब्रेक छोटे 1 minute habit से शुरू करना है, habits बनाना है लोगों को, system में अंदर जाना है, and give them space, enough space to think about their actions. And we have to have this opportunity and responsibility concept as well. So this was my small take. Yes. And the change will happen, the ideal change. एक्टिविटी बनाना है, रोल प्ले बनाना है, एक ड्रामा बनाना है. अब आपके हिसाब से आप अगर टीचर बनना चाहते हैं तो वो ड्रामे में टीचर बन सकते हैं, स्टूडेंट भी बन सकते हैं, आप हेडमास्टर भी बन सकते हैं. मिनिमम 2 पेपर और रोल प्ले 2 ड्रामा 2 जब अबाउट द मैक्सिमम 4 and minimum 2. I hope the other room is also getting the logic. जरा ये लोग की समस्या है.
Small request to all of you, please stand in goal setting. What do you mean the goal?
It's audible.
Audible.
It's audible and they can see that.
But interaction will move from this room only.
We can try to get interaction through the door.
I think you all are aware of the goals. Should it be interactive or graphic? What do you mean the goal? I'll give some examples, right? Is it a dream?
No.
Is it a desire? Can it be a desire? Possibility of desire should be a goal. Can be a goal. Actually, we get confused. Goals with dreams and goals with desires. Desires and dreams, they lack dedication, they lack discipline. You're just having a desire of owning Charminar. Can be a goal. You have a desire of becoming the Prime Minister of the country. Will it be a goal? It can't be. It can be a desire. It can be, but it's a more. See, these goals are practical in nature. They are tangible as well as intangible. Yes, I can understand it's an intangible goal. Just you can feel it. If you are jotting down some points, you can. Dreams and desires. Dreams and wishes rather. Ambitions are nothing but just desires. They are weak. Desires are weak. Desires become strong when they are supported by dedication, determination, discipline, direction, and deadlines. This is the difference between a desire and a goal. If desires are supported with these 5 principles of these: dedication, determination, discipline, deadlines, and direction. If they are supported with these 5 Ds, then they become goals. What are your short-term goals and long-term goals? What do you mean by short-term goal? What is the period short?
For this academic year.
For this academic, that means 1 year, 9 months or 10 months of academic year. That's a short-term goal. Okay. Then what do you mean by long-term goal? For the whole, from 1st to 10th standard? What is that? Pardon? One class. It can be 2 months also, it can be 10 months also. Generally, the short-term goals, time limit is 2 to 3 months. From 1 day to 2 to 3 months, or 1 hour to 2 to 3 months. In this stipulated time, you are giving a task of doing something or setting a goal, then it will be termed as a short-term goal. Long-term can be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, but a minimum time period is 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years is termed as a long-term goal, and short-term goal is termed as maximum time is 2 to 3 months. Before going in deep about goal setting, we just list out few examples. What goal setting is and what goals are. Have you heard about a swimmer who crossed English Channel to and fro? A lady?
Yes.
Who is she? Frederick Chadwick. She's a lady. She has crossed the English Channel to and fro direction, and the English Channel, that river, is full of ice. Can we touch an ice for some time? Maximum time what we can be catching the ice in our hands? I think few minutes, but not hours, few minutes we can say. But that lady swam in the river for 16 hours. 16 hours, 42 minutes. And she fell short of half a mile before giving up in her first attempt. That the reason was because large fog present over there, and she was unable to see the end point. And when interviewed by some journalists, she said, I was unable to see my goal, end point rather. If I would have been seeing my end point, I would have crossed that half a mile also. And after first time giving up, in the next 2 months, after the next 2 months, she has started again and reached the goal. And it was 2 hours less than his counterpart men, I don't remember his name, has done it. So this should be the desire of achieving the goal. This should be the desire of achieving the goal. Who is the President of America now?
Donald Trump.
We take his name with respect? No. Because of his acts and because of his behavior and so many things. But his name was there. He's there in Guinness Book of World Records. Do you know that? What for? Being the President of America? No. What for that? Richest man. See, in 1990s, he has converted all negative thoughts, he has removed, and against all odds, he has been successful in achieving, in scoring the good points, or in what you can say, in what you say, against all odds, he was the richest man of that time in 1990s. There's a reason his name was there in Guinness Book of World Records. The whole media, the whole what you call journalists said to him that he was a negative. He owed so many billions of dollars to the world, to these companies or to America rather. And he changed the whole scenario and became the richest man in 1990s due to that reason. And he said, negativity is not in my blood. I will prove that I can still survive and be the richest in the world. And he has done it. Due to that reason, his name was there in Guinness Book of World Records during 1990s. There are so many examples. How these people have done that? They have set a goal. They said this is the time limit and they have to plan it. Suppose there were 11 players playing football. 11 players will be there? How many? Don't know. Football players? 11 only. Cricket में 11 नहीं रहते, football में भी 11. Okay. So they were playing football. उनका goal post निकाल दिया जाए. If we remove the goal post, what will be the score? No score. So we should have our goal post. हमारा भी goal post होना चाहिए. तो भाई हमको कितना स्कोर मिला, हम क्या अचीव करें, हम क्या अचीव नहीं करें, ये मालूम करने के लिए we should have our goal post. Isn't it or not? See, on a very sunny day, बहुत धूप है, एक magnifying glass है powerful. What it will do? It can light it. But take the same magnifying glass, move it. Don't keep it at one place. Will it move? Will the paper will burn? So what we need now here is to focus. If we focus properly on the proper direction, then we can achieve it. Achieve our task, achieve our goals. Got it? There are many more examples. You want still few? Or shall we begin with rules of goal setting first? Okay? Then I go to the slides. Please take down these points of goal, rules of goal setting. There are several important rules for goal setting. Number one, first, your goals must be in harmony with one another. What do you mean by this? Harmony with one another, not contradictory. You make a goal. Say you all are being in schools, right? You are all from schooling background and running schools and colleges are there. So you plan a goal to achieve something. Say state first rank of your school, from your school. This is your goal. You want state toppers from your school, or best cricketer or best footballer from your school. This is your goal. That you want to excel in academics, excel in sports, excel in speaking in English or creating an English environment. This can be your goals. You want to create an English atmosphere in the class, and as while speaking to your teachers, while speaking to your counterparts, while speaking to your fellow beings, you speak in your mother tongue or the regional language or the vernacular language which is prevailing there. Will it be possible to convert your school into English environment school? So your goal is not harmony but in contradiction. So your first and foremost rule of this goal is your goal should be harmony but not to be contradictory. Right.